Hello everyone. Yesterday at the Gillio think tank I bought this Gillio fountain pen. It's matte black and got shiny bits. And the nib, let's see if I'll get it to focus. I think that's focused. The nib is gorgeous and it writes very nicely, but I don't like the colour of the ink, which is nothing to do with Gillio, it's just a blue ink cartridge and I don't like blue. And so a lot of us started talking about the ink cartridges and if there's a converter available for the pen. And then there is one available, but if we can't find it, what can we do, sort of thing. So I thought I'd just quickly do a video showing everyone what I meant when I said you can fill the cartridges up, basically. I'm trying to get it all in a bit better. Yeah. So obviously you've got the pen and it's a standard international cartridge, so that's why a Lamy converter won't fit, sort of thing. So you take it out. This is a bit messy, and I've got 1 cup of water, 1 empty cup. Now if you've got a syringe, this is a hospital syringe my granddad got from when he was in hospital, but if you fill it up with water and then just put the nib in, this is, and just right, and see how you're getting the ink out of the cartridge. Obviously if this works better if the cartridge is empty in the first place, but you know. It does get a bit messy, hence why I've got it on cardboard. So you just keep trying to do this one-handed. Keep going. Obviously it is quite a bit easier if the cartridge is empty. I think my dog's stuck in the garden. I'll be back in a second. Come here. Right. She was outside and the door got shut. So, it does take a bit of water to do it, and you can flush the pen the same way to clean the pen. But you just want to keep going until, obviously it's not blue anymore. It does take a while. Let's try something else because this is a full ink cartridge. So what I'm going to do is try and suck everything out of the ink cartridge. So I'm going to hold it upside down, the syringe at the bottom. No, it's not going to work. Now I'm just gently bending the cartridge. Not enough to break it, but if you bend it just a little, the ink will come out. Sometimes I do that if I've put an ink cartridge in a pen and the colour's not coming through. Give the ink cartridge like a little bend, because they're very hard to squeeze, but if you give it a little bend, it pushes the ink through the pen. Right. do one more to get the blue out. And we'll just la-di-da, like that. Right. And then I'm going to use a tissue to get the water out. Cartridge. I mean, this is kind of fiddly. It does work so much easier if you've got a clean cartridge because you can just get the ink out. Right, give it a quick rinse and you're ready to go. I mean, you can get quite a few colours of the ink now in this size cartridge, but I prefer diamine ink, so until my cartridge comes I'll be filling this up with that. Because you can get a converter, well, Tom said you can get a converter, so I've ordered the one he said. And we shall see if it fits. Right. Snake ink cartridge is empty and it should look like so. Generally without the dent bit in the middle where it's been folded. Okay, so that's that. Move that other way. Oh, I'm going to quickly flush the pen. So this is just to clean the blue ink out because obviously once I put pink ink in, you fill it up and you put the syringe over the hole where the ink cartridge would go, and just, this is kind of messy, push it through until the water comes out clear from the nib. Like so. To dry it off. I mean, it is a really nice pen, and you'll see the blue still coming through. So I'm going to do another one quick. I saw this ages ago on I think it was on YouTube somewhere, and then I saw last week when I was looking at the Gillio pen company, when I was looking at their pen reviews on their YouTube channel, I found a video that's very similar, so obviously you can go and look at that one. So now my pen's clean, it's not coming out blue, so it's good for fresh ink. So you take your cartridge and your syringe that you want to get all the water out of. Now I'm using my Hope Pink diamine ink sample that I got from a lady on eBay, and I'm just going to put my syringe in. You won't need much, like really you won't need much at all. Right. I've got it all over my finger. This is what I mean by it can be messy. Right, so now my hands are officially the same colour as my hair. You just want to take your ink cartridge, put the end in, then slowly push it in before it starts dripping out like that. Might even be a good idea to wear gloves when you're doing this, actually. And this is going to be a really long video, so I apologise. It's a lot easier as well if you have a syringe with like a long needle on, so it can actually go into the cartridge rather than outside and splash everywhere and make you look like this. But anyway, I'm not going to put any more ink in because I'm still using that ink in something else. Then obviously put in the syringe. Put cartridge back in the pen. Pen on, and then just give it a minute and you'll see the ink. Paper. You'll see the ink start to flow through. And it might come out a little pale at first, where if there's any water left inside the pen from where you've flushed it out. But if you don't, it won't take too long to get the colour to come back. There you go. That is how to fill it up. Ciao!